Welcome to US Movie Recaps. Today we are going over Chainsaw Man. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Denji, a young man, goes out to kill a tomato devil as part of his devil hunting job for the Yakuza. After getting paid for it and paying his bill, he is left again with almost nothing for food. The old man who hired him is making him pay for his dad's debt. He then met Pochita, thinking the devil was going to eat him, but he saw Pochita was injured. Denji then offered a contract to Pochita, giving him his blood in exchange for helping him survive. As Pochita agreed, Denji became a devil hunter. The old man then takes him to an abandoned building, where they backstab Denji and Pochita. Revealed to be a zombie devil who turned the old man and his men into zombies as they tried to make a contract with him. The zombie devil then orders his zombies to kill Denji, after which they throw him in a dumpster. Pochita took over Denji's body and fulfilled his dreams. Denji was healed as Pochita had become his heart. He wakes up and comes out of the dumpster, surprising the zombie devil that he is still alive. As zombies came for him, Denji pulled the new cord coming out of his chest, turning into Chainsaw Man, and killed the zombie devil and other zombies. Makima takes Denji to the Devil Hunters Tokyo headquarters and explains about the public Superscript 1 safety Devil Hunters. Makima gives Denji a uniform, introduces him to Aki Hayakawa, and assigns him to Aki for the day. While patrolling, Aki and Denji had a fight, and on returning to HQ, Denji says that Aki got attacked by a testicle devil, and explain they don't get along, but Makima decides to put them in Aki's experimental squad. Back at work, Makima informs Denji that she is pairing him with a buddy of hers for small-scale missions and warns him that she is a fiend. As Denji and Power are patrolling, Power starts to smell some blood and starts running. Excited for a fight, she jumps from the building, creates a hammer with her blood, and smashes a sea cucumber devil to pieces. As Makima arrives on the scene, she explains the obstruction of justice when the public safety devil hunters kill a devil. A civilian devil hunter had already been engaged. She scolds Power and Denji, telling Power that she needs to think before she acts and that Denji needs to control her more. After receiving approval from the HQ for day leave, Denji and Power go after her pet. Power tricks Denji into the devil's house, but as Denji realizes something is not right and attempts to hit Power with his axe, Power creates a blood hammer and manages to avoid his attack and hit him on the head. Power then drags Denji inside the house, where she gives Denji to the Bat Devil in exchange for her cat. But the devil complains of how bad the taste of his blood is, so as punishment for bringing disgusting blood, the Bat Devil decides to swallow Meowie and Power. As he decides to go eat some children, flying towards the city, he notices that Denji is clinging to his leg and drinking his blood. Enraged, Denji pulls his cord and turns into Chainsaw Man and starts cutting the devil's arm and cutting him to pieces. Power then awakens to see Meowie, which as Denji starts celebrating, his arm is then cut off by a leech devil. As Denji is about to be eaten, Aki Hayakawa arrives in time and summons his fox devil, which bites the leech devil and eats it. Denji and Power are taken for medical treatment and debriefing, while Meowie is taken to a veterinary hospital for a checkup. Denji wakes up in a hospital bed and sees Aki Hayakawa. He tells him that they found his arm and that it reattached itself when he got a blood transfusion. Aki also states that this is how the devil hunters fight, by making contracts with devils. And that he has a contract with a fox devil, exchanging a part of his body for the fox's power. This time he fed it some of his skin. Later on, Power is seen entering Aki and Denji's apartment. According to Makima, she has to move in with them. Makima explains that 13 years ago, due to excessive use of guns and firearms, both in the hunting and the wider world, fear over the weapons began to build. On the day of a major terrorist attack in an incident in the USA, the gun devil suddenly appeared. But it has been missing since, leading to a ban on all firearms globally as well as an increase in the power of all devils due to the heightened climate of fear. Denji confidently declares he'll beat the gun devil anyway, when Makima explains that small chunks of the gun after its attack, the devil's body was left as residue, and by reclaiming the pieces and reattaching them together, the gun devil can be summoned again and killed permanently. Denji, alongside several other hunters such as Aki, Power, and Himino, are instructed to hunt a powerful demon within the nearby Hotel Morin, which is believed to have consumed a fragment of the gun devil. As they reach the top of the stairs, Arai notices that despite moving towards the 9th floor, the signs show them still being on the 8th. They then conclude that due to the devil's unspecified powers, they're trapped on the 8th floor. Kanibi begins to panic. Aki notes that all the clocks have stopped at 8:18, theorizing that the floor is trapped in time, making their rescue impossible. Denji, delighted by a lack of time constraints, chooses to take a nap. After a while, Aki returns, revealing he's discovered the Eternity Devil. The Eternity Devil offered them a contract, promising to release them in return for allowing it to eat Denji. The Eternity Devil reveals its weak point is not on the 8th floor and, as such, is unreachable by the group. Arai votes, and they let Denji be consumed. Aki refuses, however, arguing that the devil likely has an ulterior motive behind Denji's death. Denji accepts his fate of being eaten, but informs the group he plans on fighting back regardless. Having noticed the devil scream as Himino attacked it, Denji realizes that though the creature is invulnerable, it still feels pain. Therefore, he leaps into the maw of the devil, and he begins slicing into him as the others looks on. In horror at his transformation, Denji continues to tear into the Eternity Devil. Moments later, he collapses of exhaustion, as the devil celebrates. Himino uses the ghost devil to pull Denji's cord, reawakening him. Denji suddenly realizes that by drinking the blood of the Eternity Devil, he can quickly recover his wounds and stamina, meaning he can continue attacking indefinitely. As the Eternity Devil lies in tattered pieces, it reveals its heart to Denji, begging him to kill it and end its suffering, and Denji obliges. The group emerges from the hotel, bloodied and weary. Denji is happy to have recovered the gun devil fragment, but immediately collapses from exhaustion. Himino takes him to a hospital, asking Arai and Kobini to report the events to Makima. 3 days later, now exhausted and weak, the group agrees to go drinking upon their escape. At a restaurant, the 4th Division all chatted happily. The group goes around the table, introducing themselves. Most are shocked to hear Denji's young age of 16. Fushir, an older hunter, casually reveals his hunting partner died the day before, frightening the other young hunters. And after their gathering, Denji ended up in Himino's home. The next morning, Makima and another devil hunter were shot in a train. In an eatery where Denji and others talked about the previous night, a stranger at the next table speaks up, insulting the quality of the ramen. Denji and Power are both offended. The man comments on the pair's unrefined palates, remarking that those who do not eat much in youth gain a poor sense of taste. Sensing something wrong, Aki asks to leave. The man continues. He then reveals his grandfather to be the old man who was the Yakuza that was hiring Denji as a devil hunter. He accuses Denji of the old man's death. He pulls out a gun and shoots Denji in the head before shooting Himino in the chest and Aki in the arm. Before he can continue, Power punches him, knocking the gun out of his hand. Aki summons the Fox Devil to devour the man. But the Fox Devil then informs him that the man was neither human nor devil before it was torn apart from the inside. The man re-emerges, revealing himself to be a human-devil hybrid, fused with the Katana Devil. Aki pulls out his sword. Katana Man knocks Aki back, showing confusion over Aki's plan. Aki calls out the devil to finish him, revealing it to be the cursed devil, and a massive disembodied hand grab Katana Man. He briefly expresses shock. Before being torn limb from limb, he falls to the floor, unconscious and bleeding profusely. Suddenly, a young woman appears. She steps forward and picks Katana Man back up. Katana Man then lunges forward at Aki. Before he can respond, his chest is slashed open by the katanas. Himino attempts to summon the ghost devil, but it refuses out of fear of Saotari. As a last resort, to save Aki, Himino offers her everything to the ghost devil. The devil's grimace quickly turns to a smile as its true giant form is revealed. The ghost devil attacks Katana Man, and with each attack, Himino loses more of her body. Saotari summons the snake devil, ordering it to devour the ghost devil. It does, leaving nothing left of Himino, aside from her clothes. Then Ghost Devil's dying hand floats towards Denji's body and pulls the cord on his chest, reawakening and transforming him. He instantly recognizes Katana Man and Saotari as enemies, excitedly charging at them. Saotari, noting she is missing some fingernails, calls for backup over a walkie-talkie. She looks at Aki, who is in shock over Himino's fate. Denji and Katana Man's fighting continues, with Katana Man using his ability to slash large areas with a single strike. Two backups agents arrive, firing guns at Denji. Though he is shot, he is able to knock both down, and takes one as a hostage. Angrily, Katana Man slices through both of them, cutting them in half and picking up Denji's top half. Katana Man orders the other agent to get a car. Arai, Fushir, Himino, Makima, and two other hunters who were at the drinking party were already dead. However, in Makima's train carriage, the assassins plan to blend in with the civilians. But, they are interrupted by Makima standing up, who has miraculously survived. Makima theorizes that the gun agents are going after Denji. The gun agents begin to move Denji's top half into a car. As they do, one begins to sweat, remarking how strange he feels. In an instant, he is flattened by an invisible force, horrifying his compatriots. Panicked, Saotari orders Katana Man to move Denji before Makima can interfere further. As he does, he suddenly sees a figure moving towards them. Kobeni rescued Denji from Katana Man Saotari. Saotari grabs Katana Man and drags him into their car, driving away. Aki wakes up to see Denji in power at his bedside, reading manga and arguing over apples till they were summoned by Makima. As Denji and Power leave to meet with Makima, Tendo and Kuroz enter Aki's room to instruct him regarding the changes to the 4th Division. Meanwhile, Aki has lost his contract with the Fox Devil, Khan. So as the Bureau requests, he makes a deal with a massively powerful devil to help gain an advantage. And he was taking her to the Bureau's devil holding facility, where he made a new contract with a humanoid, tree-like future devil. The future devil agrees to the contract on the condition it can live in his right eye. Aki is shocked by the ease of the request. Aki later encounters Saotari. She uses the snake devil to release the ghost devil, which is now subservient to her. Aki moves forward, deflecting most of the ghost devil's attacks with the future devil's foresight. However, he is quickly overwhelmed by the many arms of the ghost devil and is soon being strangled by the creature. Aki, who was in the ghost grip after a quick flashback of Himino, he has been released by the ghost demon. Aki climbs atop the ghost demon and decapitates the devil. A shocked Saotari moves to summon the snake devil but is stopped by Kobeni, who is holding a knife to her throat. As Aki orders Kobeni not to kill her. And she was arrested. Denji and Power arrive at the headquarters using an elevator. Power, however, steps forward and begins fighting, as Denji remains in the elevator. As Denji's elevator arrives on a higher floor, he prepares to pull his chainsaw cord. The doors open, and he sees Katana Man and two gun agents. The two, now transformed, crash through a wall together and engage in an intense battle, during which Katana Man manages to slice off Denji's two arms. He demands that, as Denji can no longer fight, he should apologize for killing the old man and accept death. Denji refuses, stating that as long as he has the chainsaw on his head, he can still fight. The two clash again, however the impact causes the blade of Denji's head chainsaw to shatter. Denji however reveals that Katana Man have being sliced in half by Denji. Katana Man, who has now reverted to human form after a little discussion with Denji, and is being kicked by Denji and Aki for the death of Himino. Katana Man screams in pain as Aki and Denji excitedly beat into him. Elsewhere, Makima reports the events of the day to the Bureau, revealing that they now have a large enough mass to begin indicating the location of the gun devil. So he can be located and killed for good. Like and subscribe to US Movie Recaps for more recaps.